Hi, this is Kim, Gypsy Wylde Art. It's been a while since I've done a video, but I wanted to pop in today and talk about what we have going on in the studio. I mainly do ceramics, energy working tools for those of you that know, and occasionally run into some issues with the ceramics themselves. In this case, the piece was dropped and broken. Can you see that? It was broken right there, and I reglazed and fused everything back together, but you can still kind of see where the damage was, and so this is not a sellable piece. What I'm planning to do is I've got a couple of other things that I can do in my wheelhouse. I love multimedia, and this is a good candidate for a piece to be transformed into something hopefully better than what it currently is. So this particular piece, this Green Man rattle, hear it? The plan is, I also have worked with polymer clay in the past, and I got some more polymer clay, and so I'm going to go in and try and fill this in and give it a little bit more depth and character that way. I also have some fabulous paints that I picked up that are heat set. I could put this back in the kiln and glaze it and try and glaze it again, but it didn't work once, and so I think I'm just going to try to play around with some other things. I got a whole bunch of these heat set paints at a yard sale, actually. Pretty good buy for a yard sale. And they can be heated to 160 and are supposed to be dishwasher safe after that. The polymer clay can also be heated, so I can put on some embellishments and even add some stones in there if I want to. And then paint and heat set the whole thing, and I might give it a patina. I haven't totally decided yet. I also have UV set resin that I can use, and I've also picked up some alcohol inks that can be used as well and heat set, and they can be used in combination with the polymer clay. They can be used with the resin, and and so it should really, since the piece is not going to be used for food, it should be fine. And the heat set paints say that they're dishwasher safe, so I assume that they should hang on pretty well once it's done. I also have a couple of other things that I'm going to work on as well, like this gorgeous goddess. I don't know if you can tell. I've got one light on and my overhead's off because they were creating a terrible glare. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it. Can you see that? She's pretty. She's turquoise. She also came out with a huge crack in her base. I have two that came out like that. And this one I'm not particularly thrilled with the color. I'm struggling with the pinks. For those of you that have looked at my Facebook online, you know that I'm in a real struggle trying to find a good pink that flows well and gets good color. So she also has a crack in her base. These didn't start out like that. It can happen with the second firing. And now she's broken, so she's really going to have some work done. I just did that. Whoops. But we can fix it, or I'm going to try and fix it. And, it's a non-committal way to play around with some of these other mediums and tools that I have in my wheelhouse. So we'll see how it goes. I'll check back in after I've worked on some of these pieces and fixed her. How sad. And I guess that's all I wanted to talk about, is that I have new paints and alcohol inks and crystal resin, and polymer clay. And we're going to play multimedia. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by.